Hey everybody. Those who ignore the mistakes of history are the ones doomed to repeat them. I've always been a history buff. This is because in studying history, I find that the answers to many modern problems are located in historical documents. Our generation, or the generations after us, for the most part, are not and will not confront challenges that our forefathers didn't. In learning their history, we can often discover how our ancestors resolved these same problems in their own time, which can often provide us with the missing link to solve problems we face today. This is why multi-generational mentorship is so important and necessary to men, because as part of the social contract, it's important for older men to mentor younger ones so that these younger men can grow into healthy, masculine, self-reliant adults who have the tools necessary to address obstacles they face in their own life. I've always believed that if you want to have a more complete knowledge of the present, it's imperative to learn what happened in the past. The majority of the time, learning history will help solve many modern mysteries of today. When we look at the past through an objective lens, free of confirmation bias and self-interest, we often find the truth and verifiable facts are the opposite of many things we've learned and thought we knew. The red-pilled man confronts these often brutal truths and accepts them, regardless of the pain or the price. The blue-pill man often denies the verifiable facts in front of his eyes, in favor of the comfortable lie. Not just due to confirmation bias, but because to accept the verifiable truth for what it is requires a paradigm shift that brutally forces a man to look inside himself and confront his own cognitive dissonance. This is why the old saying, "It rings true," is just as valid today as it was when it was first coined. With that in mind, what I'm about to present to you is from a blog called No Ma'am. It was created by Rob Fetters. For those who don't know, and from what I've been able to learn, it's my belief that he was one of the original MGTOW and was part of the original group of men who coined the MGTOW term. And what I'm about to read is their original manifesto. These are the creator's words written nearly 20 years ago. MGTOW Manifesto, February 3rd, 2001. Men going their own way. MGTOW. The goal is to instill masculinity in men, femininity in women, and to work toward limited government. By instilling masculinity in men, we make men self-reliant, proud, and independent. By instilling femininity in women, we make them nurturing, supporting, and responsible. By working for a limited government, we are working for freedom and justice. Women having other qualities is not interesting to men because we don't need them. Femininity will be the price women pay for enjoying masculinity in men. This is the aim of men going their own way. By holding this point of view, we are helping other men and, more importantly, we are helping boys grow up to become men. The goal is to take away everyone's right to vote on other people's affairs, thus rendering it impossible for political organisms and ideologies to impose their personal will on everyone else. It is not about reinstalling patriarchy or revoking female voting rights or making socialism illegal. It might have this as a side effect, but not directly and not as a political ideology. Only the future will show what happens, and by going our own way, we are preparing men and boys for that future. It is important for men to have a practical approach to implementing our strategies. Prime strategies for achieving our goals. We have three main strategies. Number one, instilling masculinity in men by demanding respect for men, serving as good male role models, living independent lives, fighting chivalry. Number two, instilling femininity in women. We will hold women equally accountable to men and ignore and shun those who refuse to take any responsibility for their own circumstances. Thus, we will induce women to take a complementary position with men instead of a competitive position, as is now the case. Feminine qualities we want from women: nurturing, supportive, responsibility, respectfulness, honesty. Number three, limited government. In order to be independent of society and live within it while at the same time working for limiting governmental influence upon our daily lives, men will go their own way, support other men, legally reduce any tax paying, truthfully act out any duties in accordance with their conscience, and use any rights to the benefit of other men as well as themselves. It is those three strategies that come together as one, men going their own way. This is the logo. Every man supporting this idea is welcome to use the logo in this or similar contexts. What we do as activism, or the way we behave personally, are the main tactics. Use of a logo that symbolizes the strategy. Run one or many websites and fora that promotes this. Run one or more websites which tells the truth about feminism. Provide stickers, t-shirts, etc. with various statements such as chivalry is dead. Writing articles supporting our product. Producing music promoting our product. Hold international events and local meetings. Establishing men's clubs. Boycotting certain products. You will basically be alone doing this. There is no organization supporting you. You just go your own way and you do what you believe is right. You are never obligated beyond your own conscience. True masculinity is also about accepting the rights of other men and not letting them down for any short-term personal benefits. The men's movement does actually cover a much larger picture. By instilling masculinity in others, as well as yourself, you will actually be improving the lives of everyone, including women and children. If it's not right, go your own way. Take care, brother. To me, the manifesto of the original men going their own way is just as important and relevant today as it was when it was first discussed and written nearly 20 years ago. Not every man will agree on the takeaways, and some men may get opposing messages to what others take from it. However, I encourage all men from time to time to review this manifesto, either by listening to this video again or by going to the website itself. The link is provided in the description below, and then read the manifesto again. After you're done, take some time and think about it. Think about the message itself and the spirit in which it was written. And then, as a man going your own way, think about how you can apply these principles of this philosophy to your personal life to be the best masculine man you can be. I'm DDJ, and this is your dose of misandry today.